like a better like I think if we done this in code, I think we could probably be done, uh, but it would be quite messy compared to
No,
end to end.
no, I don't think it would have been quicker with code.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
definitely
because I
not.
like the
Man, it's
end-to-end
like this whole
experience.
tool and agent thing is pretty new, so I mean, it's understandable that we would take a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
the last time I think there's a lot of like there's a lot of room if you want to get complicated, you know? Like you can go really detailed. You can say, "Oh, you know what? When you generate a post, we want to make this the most amazing post," right? So
Mm-hmm.
first it has to research the existing posts that are ranking number one, and then we have to
Mm-hmm.
go to each of those posts, crawl them, figure out what they do, and then take the best elements of each one of those posts and then create this new
And edit
post
your own.
based
Yeah.
on an amalgamation of all of those posts in addition to like interactive element. I mean, you can go crazy with this, right? There's so
Yeah,
much
of
room
course.
for you going crazy. But the problem is like
Yeah.
there's no room for that in V0. We're just trying to build a bloody V0 and then like beyond that, if you want to make improvements, if people say, "Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
the posts are rubbish," then maybe you fix that, right? But at least by
Yes.
then you have a few paying customers to kind of keep the lights on. It's not going to matter if the posts are amazing if nobody's paying for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, welcome everyone. Uh, what are we doing? So, just a quick recap on what we're building here and where we're at. So we're building the auto SEO idea, which is now called Rank First. And the idea here is that, it's just there, like it's actually super difficult to do SEO. It's very detailed. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. First, you need to you kind of have a project. We have a bunch of projects that are live now, like Arabic OCR or OCRArabic.com. And you're not going to rank unless you're actually making blog posts and, doing like search engine optimization. Well, who's got time for that, right? Who's got time to sit and write and, check and everything? And so what we're thinking is like, what if there was a service where you just give it your URL and then it crawls your websites, figure out, exactly what it is your product or service is, who you're targeting, comes up with an SEO strategy for you based on relevant keywords, and then automatically implements that strategy by generating content and publishing it automatically to your site. I mean, it just does the whole nine yards, you know? You literally just paste in your URL and boom, you've got a self-updating blog that just starts to rank like nuts, without you having to do anything. So that's really the sort of that's what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to fix our own um we're scratching our own itch here. And at the same time, the bet is that we're going to be able to reach a lot of people that have similar challenges when it
Same
comes
problem.
to content marketing. And
We want to cause a dent to the world.
yeah, and the main sort of differentiator between us and all the other existing tools. I mean, first off, I think it's good that there are existing tools because it just says that people are willing to pay for this. And now with AI, like it's just so hard. Most people don't know about most AI tools. So the fact that you have existing AI tools is great. Um, but now you can reach out to people and say, hey, you can do this, and then they'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't. They're probably if they're not using an existing tool already, then it's probably easy for you to make that sell. Um, and then the second part is like also like our in is going to be this is so easy to integrate. Um, and you don't have to do anything. Like it's completely hands off. So that's what we're hoping, is going to be a big enough differentiator because, the integration process, I mean, it's a thing of beauty here. Let me just show you. I mean, you have no idea what I'm talking about. This is the integration process. That's it. 7 lines of code. You copy paste those 7 lines and you got a whole freaking blog that updates itself,
It's actually
bro.
just 4 lines, but yeah.
It's more lines? Actually, I mean, are you counting
It's
the
it's
comment?
just 4 lines. You shouldn't count the brackets and stuff.
Don't count the yeah. I mean, if you remove everything, you can put it on like one line. You don't need
Yeah, yeah,
the brackets. Anyway,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
besides the point.
That's yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
just copy paste the snippet and you're done. I mean, I think that's a strong enough incentive for people to try it out, to at least give us a shot. And then the theory is like, um, okay. The theory is that then, we'd be able to, okay, all right, that must go as well. Um, the theory is that then, we'd be able to start improving the output of the articles that we create so that, that becomes an even greater moat. But, at least initially, the focus is just on being super easy to integrate and then iterating on feedback from users. All right, cool, cool, cool. That was a long-winded intro, man. Too much talking, like way too much. We need to cut that back, yo. We need to really button it down, sort of, get to the crux quicker. Anyway, what was I doing? Right, so rank
We were
first.
supposed to check out N8N. Uh, so you
Right, right,
managed to
right,
get it
right.
to work yesterday. You told me.
That's true.
Uh,
So basically the flow that we were experimenting with yesterday was you submit a URL, it crawls the page, gets the business information, which you verify, and then generates some keywords that might be relevant. But here's the beautiful part. It does SEO lookups. Yeah. So it integrates with SEMrush's API to do SEO lookups. So you can see the volume, the search volume, competition, cost per click for the given geography. Cool. So it does that, and it does that up to 3 times if you look at the prompt. Bro, I just ended up with like a Frankenstein prompt, but it works. I'm surprised it actually works. Basically, what it does is you're an elite, blah, 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 workflow, no reordering, merging. Step one, internal only, do not print. Figure out like the core themes. Um, step two, draft 40 to 60 unique keyword ideas. Um, and then uh, exclude duplicates in terms that clearly mismatch target customer. Loop. Max 3 calls. This is the tool loop. This part we couldn't get running last time. But, in the last few times I tried it, it works reliably. We tell it to call batch SEO lookup, which is the tool we defined here, there, batch SEO lookup. And then wait for tool response and then keep rows where search volume is greater than 0. So it can just ignore the stuff where you don't have any search volume. And it does
mhm.
maximum 3 calls. And it just comes up with sort of new ideas each time. If most
Keywords, yeah.
kept words have low volume, replace half of the fresh batch with broader, shorter phrases next round. Bro, I mean, this is pretty crazy because like it tries the first time, if the words or the search terms it's using are too narrow, that they're long search terms with zero volume, it tries again, but before that, it adjusts the search terms to
Hmm.
become broader or more narrow based on the search volume that it's getting back. So, okay, so it goes, broader or more narrow based on like the volume of the keywords that it gets back. And then once it hits like around 40 uh keywords, it moves on to the third step. Um, build an array of objects, blah blah, and it takes all that information and then shares it with the next step. So this is what the output looks like. This is an example. So you can see the volume. I ran this
Hmm.
for MN Invest. And I was trying to come up with a strategy. I ran it a few times to see if I could get something that was good. Um, the idea was the problem is like the first few just came up with super long ones, and they it's just very hard for anyone to understand. So I tried to condense it, and I feel like we got to a point where we have a pretty good strategy. It's not great, like maybe it needs some work, but I think it's good enough that someone can read it and then maybe make modifications if they want to. But it's good enough. It's good enough. Um, that's the point. So you can see what it looks like here. Let me show you. Just replace these stupid lines. So this is what it looks like. Writes an
Uh,
objective, and then top opportunities, um, and then a 90-day action plan.
so these are actual posts,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
titles. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, you would need another step where you take
yeah,
this
yeah,
and then
yeah,
convert it into
yeah.
actual content. But
Titles and stuff.
this
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
highlights like the high level strategy that you could follow.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think also we could probably add like content pillars or something because I actually ran this test before for, let me show you what I mean.
Content
Where is it?
pillars. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll see if I have that open. Where did I have that? Um, yeah, here it is. So this was a prompt that I ran a while ago. So I made this website called pray.bh. I think I showed it to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I tried to find all relevant keywords from Ahrefs, and then I fed it in, and then I told it come up with a content strategy for a website that provides prayer times in Bahrain. And then look what it did. This is pretty crazy. Like there's some elements of the strategy that I absolutely adore. So first of all, it starts by coming up with the positioning. It says the exact Bahraini prayer times, always accurate, up to date, and then blah blah. Okay, so the audience, it figures out the audience and the North Star metric. Um, Not just raw traffic, but daily returning users or push notification opt-ins, which that's perfect. And then it comes up with the site architecture, which is keyword clusters. It says, all right, these are the categories of posts. Clusters are basically just categories of posts that you can try to target. So first off, it says countrywide generic. So that would be the keyword, the homepage, just today's full timetable, auto refreshes at midnight. Today modifiers, this would, have like date parameters maybe in the URL, and then you use JSON LD for each prayer. And then by prayer, you can have like sub pages for each prayer with a dynamic table component. By calculation school, so you can add that, and that would be a content pillar. Look at how detailed this is. By city, Manama, Rifat, whatever, Muharraq. Look at that. That's pretty smart. Occasions. So Eid prayer, Ramadan timetable. These are some juicy terms they got right here. Seasonal content launched 6 weeks early. Love it. Long tail FAQs. What is Ishraq time in Bahrain? Tahajjud time. FAQ. Blow. Wow, that is amazing. And then API dev if you want a prayer time API. That's pretty good. Um, and then Yeah, it even tells you like how you should design the page. Like for each prayer time page, you should have this stuff and
Large
then link to
timer and
all the
stuff.
other
Yeah.
page. Bro, and then dynamic data and technical, it went into the freaking technical choices, telling me when to update the cron and all that stuff, how to do bilingual um, Arabic keywords as well as English ones. And then content pillars beyond raw times, like prayer guides, Islamic date tracker, lifestyle, newsletter, push,
Uh,
developer. Bro, I mean, this feels like a super strategy. This is like you hired Deloitte to come up with like a content strategy, and this is what they came back with. Off-page strategy. All right, okay. I feel like we're getting derailed here a little bit, but the point I'm trying to make is like there's a lot of really cool stuff in here that might be relevant to include in this. This just seems a bit, I don't know, shallow, like maybe a little bit shallow. a little bit too terse. Doesn't sound as convincing. Whereas if you find something like this, it would just feel like, oh wow, this is actually exciting.
It's
I want to dive
professional.
into it. I want to actually, and then
Yeah.
it shows you traffic, man. Like, okay, success metrics, organic clicks 80,000 a month after 12 months, based on the traffic figures that you fed in from Ahrefs.
HRF, yeah.
Yeah, it tells you can hit 80,000 a month within 12 months. And this is how you do tracking, and then how you know if it's actually working or it's not working. And then suggestions for the visual and UX. I mean, it's just crazy. Uh, yeah, I love this. I feel like this is super detailed. The only input I gave it was a bunch of keywords, and it took care of everything else. So I'm thinking like we could probably get something like this, or maybe a bit more condensed because this is super long. But something a bit more condensed, and it could actually turn into a content calendar very quickly. So the most important part is the pillars part, where you have, okay, this is the type of content that you want to have, and then what URLs it maps to. That I think is the most crucial part. Because that you then take and then you feed into a content generation LLM call, which can come up with a full blown calendar based on like a few bullet points from there.
Hmm.
That'd be the next step. What I really want to see is like the whole end to end thing. I feel like instead of like continuing to iterate and make it perfect, it doesn't matter that much. What's more
But
important is like how do we actually get something flowing end to end?
can
What are you
can
gonna
the
say?
strategy be a little detailed than what's currently is?
Yeah, but how would they edit it? Should we allow them to edit it? I guess is the first question.
No, they will not edit.
They just approve or
Uh,
not approve and then give some
y-
feedback and then maybe we can regenerate it. Huh,
yeah,
that would actually work. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. So all right, so this we're doing keyword research, approved generated content strategy. Maybe we don't allow user to provide feedback, then regenerate it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Maybe when they change it, like we would have to go back and regenerate keywords. I don't know. Um, so the next step, so what you're saying is like we should make this more detailed. The
yeah. I feel like it's
the
better.
output is not detailed enough.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the prompt that we have. We're actually giving it the output sections that we want. Um, we can modify this. I generated this using uh, what's it called? Using this. It's called Langsmith. So basically, it's like you can create different versions of uh,
Prompt.
a thing, a prompt, yeah, and then test the output and compare them just to see like how the different prompts affect the output. Um, what are we doing here? Uh,
uh, for the iteration.
yeah, so
So
we want to
user will
modify it
approve.
to. So what do we want? Like, what do we actually want? We want the content pillars. Um, let me
When the
see
content
which.
pillars and uh,
Maybe it's better if you, instead of extract keywords, we just have it come up with a strategy directly instead of having it split over, multiple steps. I feel like it might actually be performing worse because it's being split. Like you're
is
generating
it?
keywords and then you generate a strategy. Maybe we just do generate strategy and then not even extract business info. Like maybe we just do one freaking call with, batch SEO lookup and the output is his strategy.
But like because it's done in steps, it allows you to, like, in case you want to enhance on one element, you'll be able to. Say you want to enhance on the keywords, it won't take so long. Like it will, uh, it won't get stuck somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. I remember exactly like why we did that. So the point is like we want to allow users to approve, like review and approve before it goes crazy. Yeah. Anyway, all ideas for things we can do later. So I think it's good to keep an idea bank just here at the bottom. Um, one shot the strategy generation with tool use instead of splitting it up into steps. Maybe, maybe worthwhile, maybe not, who knows. Anyway, so all right, let's so generate strategy. Let's come up with a strategy, but we want to modify it to make it a bit more detailed. So what we really want is, I kind of feel like the most important thing would be this keyword clustering to site architecture. That I felt was super helpful. That is really good.
But
And then positioning
do
and core
we?
promise maybe as well, right?
I mean, do we need to for the blogs? I mean, it would make sense for the whole site, but is it suitable for the blog posts, for the article generation?
No, you're saying we need to modify this because the strategy is too terse. It's too
Yes,
specific. Yeah.
yes. It's like
So
very
right now we're
similar.
modifying the strategy generator.
Yes.
And then once we finish strategy generator, we'll have another LLM call to come up with like the specific content plan.
Okay.
But the thing is, like keyword clustering would come before like content. Like here it's talking about, oh, by prayer, by calculation school, by city locality, but it doesn't mention specific. Like it has some examples, but you would then feed it to another LLM, which would come up with a comprehensive list,
Okay.
and then you would actually generate, and then there would be another LLM call to, generate the actual content. But this is like a plan for the content.
The key clustering.
Yeah, that's actually what this is supposed to be. Top cluster opportunities. Exactly three sections, no headings beyond those. Objective. Okay. Maybe we don't need why it matters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's try it. Actually, let's try it here. Oops. Oh man. No, stop. So I just changed this. Oh, okay. Top opportunities, lowest competition. Okay. Maybe top opportunities and then keyword, like we could probably do keyword clusters in here.
Can I see the strategy again? If that's okay.
Which one?
The lengthy one, the one you generated for prayer times.
Uh,
So the keyword clustering. So this is the keyword clustering are generated for the intent of blog posts or generated for the intent of the site structure. The
Um,
keyword clustering.
I think for just SEO in general. So
Okay.
some of them represent landing pages, some of them represent
Yeah.
blog posts.
Yes. If you go down a little bit, I think it was number 4. No, no. Okay. Yeah.
This,
5 content. Yes, yes. I think this is for mass purpose. I think this is good too.
yeah,
Like it gives you like an idea of what category, not like what the type of content that will be generated based on the keywords.
yeah. So content pillars. So keyword clusters and then content pillars. Maybe we don't tell it like this feels like overly prescriptive. Maybe we modify this and then say so. But yeah, all right, I'll keep this going. I'll fire up a new prompt. Um, okay, so basically, modify this prompt to have it also generate content pillars and um keyword clusters.
This is the O for mini model.
Yeah, original prompt. And then basically what I do is I also feed it the prompting guide um, from OpenAI. So OpenAI has a prompt engineering. Yeah, that's this guy here. It's a prompting guide, so we just have to tell it. Where is it? Choosing a model. Yeah, prompt engineering. Okay, cool. So I don't know why it's putting that rubbish at the bottom. Anyway, so original prompt, and then we should also give it the keywords. Sample keyword. Maybe do that like after the original prompt. Sample keywords, and then here we will just feed it like this stuff here. All right, let's go. Oh, for a mini high? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Great at coding. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, now with
Let's
content
give it a
pillars and
shot.
keyword clusters. Okay, okay.
Cluster
All right,
name, keyword 1, keyword 2.
yeah, let's see if it's good. Yeah, let's go. Help users discover and choose. Okay. Top opportunities. Huh. Actually, we don't need this.
Top opportunities. Well, it matters.
No, the volume thing.
No, but I think the pillars is amazing. Educational. No, it changed.
What happened?
The, the content pillars changed.
Yeah, they changed.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
just the wording or like the actual?
The whole thing. The
Yeah.
previous one was a guide for investment guides, Sharia compliance stuff. Yeah. So it changed every time. getting started. So, what would be the difference between keyword clusters and the content pillars?
Hmm. I mean, content pillars should be based on keyword clusters. So you're feeding in raw keywords. It needs to cluster the keywords to figure out what the themes are and how it can, organize the website based on the keywords that we're trying to target, the ones that actually have substantial volume and ideally with low competition. So once it clusters the
Cool.
keywords, it then
Then it
tries
generates
to
content.
figure out what form of content um, would be able to effectively target each of those clusters. So
We should
maybe, it's an education guide or like product reviews or, explanation type material.
move
I don't
it
know if there's
below the
substantial
keywords.
overlap. Move content pillars below? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, you're probably right.
All right. I think we have a pretty good strategy at our hands.
Okay. I also really liked the beginning where it made assumptions about the audience and the North
Oh yeah,
Star
that's.
metric. But
I never
this,
knew about the North Star metric before.
hmm, yeah, I don't think I explicitly asked it for it. It just came up with it.
It's pretty
Positioning
good.
and core promise. Um, okay, let's
Honestly, the
add.
strategy you have for the prayer times is, mashallah, is incredible.
Yeah, I really liked it. I'm like, bro, if there was a button which automatically did all of this for me, I'd pay $1,000. I'd pay, if it's telling me like I can get 80,000 visitors a month, bro, like,
With a click of a
wow,
button.
yeah, that would be nuts, man. Like, why would you not want to do that? Remove dupes, etc.
Why did you choose O4 Mini instead of O3?
It's random, actually. There's
Okay.
no logic there.
All
I just felt like I wasn't giving it enough love, you know? It's over mini high. So
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need to
I felt like
spread
it
the
was
love.
maybe higher than O3. I would have used 4.1, which is the actual model that we're using for generation of this strategy. We're using GPT 4.1, but it's not available in the front end for some reason. I don't understand why. Anyway, let's try this out and kind of see if it's any good. Zero fluff, no marketing material. Okay. Add another prompt to compare with the current prompt. That's pretty good. Why is it still doing that stupid volume? Oh, I didn't modify it.
Week 2, week 4, week 8, week 10.
I don't know where it's coming up with the weeks from. Annotate, run.
But it kind of, you know, it kind of gives you that sense of, you know, planning, like a schedule, like a proper schedule. Like
Yeah.
you would feel that it's been thought through, like everything has been thought through.
Yeah. No, I like it, but I think it's too spread out. Like we'd probably want more action going on. Maybe to the customer, it would just feel like, okay, this is way too slow. Why is it going to take a whole week just to do like one
Ah,
post?
yeah, that's true. It does feel that like week 2 until week 8, like 2 months later.
So let's do 30-day action plan with deliverable
Maybe
in week
increase, maybe increase like a post every week. So it's an action plan.
for
Okay, okay.
2 to 3 posts a week.
That's massive.
Man, like you would expect, why would you pay a subscription for a service that's only generating, like
One
a
blog post. Yeah, 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 that's true. I agree.
it's still doing the same crap. Week two, okay, week two it has two, and then release user case study. Okay, I mean, I guess it's doing too much. Like 30-day action plan is coming up with like the list of posts, which is going to be a separate LLM call, so we don't need
Yeah,
to do it here. Um, Numbered verbs with deliverable in week.
we can like
See, it dropped keyword clusters. Yeah, let's try again. Numbered verbs are deliverable in week. Just mention pillars and high-level keywords we're pursuing, not specific posts. All right, okay. You think that's enough?
yeah, very enough. But what?
Focus on top opportunity. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right. So let's feed this in to here, and then we should be good to go. So that's the strategy we're gonna go with, and then we'll kill these. Um, so what do we do then? So after this, we need to
Blog
actually
posts.
generate the posts and generate post titles, and then queue posts and start publishing. So let's see what it came up with. Educate, convert users. All right, top opportunities. It's crazy because these are the same opportunities that I was actually pursuing. Deploy fund ETF comparison pillar, leveraging all. Okay, nice. Roll out platform guidance. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. And then so now we actually generate posts based off this. Um, yeah, I mean here you can go crazy with the posts generation. I mean try and keep it manageable. So we don't go crazy.
We should so it should be like two, three posts a week. So two, three titles for a week for 90 days. 30, is it a 30-day action plan? 90-day action plan.
Um, so maybe we have um,
2 by 4, it should be 16 titles if it's a 90-day action plan.
how are others doing this? I mean,
They're
journalist,
not.
AI. Do they do it by posts or like just by month? Where is pricing?
What do you mean
Pricing.
by month? Like how they charge?
Yeah, how do they charge? Oh, look. So beginner, 9 articles a month.
Articles. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it's by articles. Um, Pro is 99. Wow. So it's $5 an article, basically. 50 articles, that, yeah, 100 articles. Yeah, it's $5 an article. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we could do something similar.
but hold on. But so our SEO is not only about the post though. Like in the future, it would also be more than the articles. Like it would be I don't know. Maybe it can try to cross post elsewhere, like try to email some. Like it's so broad in the future.
I mean, there are multiple directions we can take it in.
Yeah.
We can actually make it generate super high quality posts with custom components like galleries and light boxes. The way we've actually currently set it up that way. Like if you look at where's the rank first? Yeah, let's see. If you look at how we currently have it set up, I mean, you have the blog post handles. We have an MDX renderer, which has custom components, including like an image carousel and room for other components that we can define. So it's not like you're just generating Markdown, like, oh, bold text, H1, whatever, headers. No, like when you generate the content, you can use custom components and then make the post look super polished. So we can go down that route if we're going to target customers that would pay us way more, like these guys. Um, Maybe that's how we sell them. It's like we don't sell them, crummy like markdown generated posts. Crummy markdown generated posts that they can do using their own, ChatGPT Pro subscription. Instead, we offer them like super custom. It's almost like a service. It's almost like saying, let us manage your blog for you, and you would just pay us to manage the blog. And every month, like we would tell you, or you could decide like which content you want to approve generating, and then we go out, do all the research, and then like come up with that content for you. Like which company would not pay $1,000 a month for that, or a couple of $1,000 a month? Like maybe they already do, but they're getting crummy output. So we can differentiate ourselves based on the quality of the output. I don't know if that's something people care about, but something we can test.
Okay, so you're saying initially we just focus on blog posts and we charge them based on the number of articles we
No,
publish
no, I
through
don't think we
them.
should do that. I think that would
Okay.
be horrible. Yeah, instead,
Yeah.
like maybe we should just start with this since we're saying, all right, we don't want to compete on price and just developers or indie hackers, these guys don't have money, man. Like they're not gonna pay us $500 a month.
Because don't forget that at this stage, we're not only generating the articles for you, we're also generating the keywords for you based on SMrush. So this is more, so pricing it on articles will not do us justice.
True. 100%. Yeah, yeah, I agree. So,
So let's focus on the value we're giving to the user first, and then we can price it.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
So
But then you're not
the
going to
ultimate
do like massive
goal,
numbers the way these guys are doing. I mean, these guys are like they're charging, I don't know. Like, okay, that's fine. Like maybe you move downstream if you don't find enough customers, but I think it really makes sense to start upstream. Like focus on the quality.
yeah. So we will make sure that like our goal is to have more eyes reaching out to your service, like more
Yeah.
customers or more clients reach out to you through the blog posts. So the blog posts, um, so we're using the numbers here to actually decide on the titles. So so the what matters would be the frequency. It doesn't matter like it doesn't have to be multiple articles a week.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah. So
I
it
mean, we
could
don't
be like
mention, like in the 30-day action plan, we don't mention how many articles.
yeah,
Um, this, it just gives them an idea of what what things could look like.
yes.
Uh, yeah,
Like 4 articles, I think, is for each week. Um,
a month. For articles a month, I think is good.
yeah, it's not that bad. Like an
In
article
fact,
a
I think
week.
it would actually be better if you limit the number of articles because then it kind of gives them the impression that, okay, like these are higher
Hard work.
quality. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not like, oh, they're just giving me 50 articles to
spamming.
review.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. If you limit the number of articles, it just gives the impression that these are super high quality. Maybe there's a market for like interactive, detailed, high quality AI generated articles. I don't know, but that's my impression. And the cool part is it's actually easy to demo. Like imagine, showing a demo of a product where like we show them, hey, check out this article. It is amazing. Oh, by the way, could you guess that it was actually AI generated? Blah, blah, blah. So it basically talks about like you'd be able to you provide in a few seconds, you show a screen recording of a sick, super high quality article with interactive elements and with light boxes and everything, and it just looks mwah. And then you say, oh, by the way, it's AI generated. Um, yeah, I think that could do numbers. That could kill. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, um,
the
all
next
right.
step would be the titles.
So let's create the titles and then create the articles. Right. So convert the strategy into titles. Okay, now I'd like to generate titles based off the strategy and the keywords provided. Okay, now I'd like to generate a prompt that generates titles. Maybe that's asking a bit too much of O4 mini high. It's probably better we switch to something a little bit more capable. So JSON strategy, payload, keywords. Do not call external tools. Generate unique titles. Oh, it's expecting to get the keywords? Use title case and active voice. Lead with a power word or clear question when fitting. Avoid clickbait and fluff. Huh. Okay. I mean, I like avoid clickbait and stuff and fluff, but I mean, maybe I don't know. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna let's let's make a copy of this prompt. So how do you make a copy? Fork. Uh, okay, I guess not. How do you duplicate prompts? You can't duplicate. All right. List of messages. Provide instruction. Instruct style prompt. Whatever. All right. So keywords. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna pick 4.1. And so we have titles. No, actually we don't. How do you how do you escape there's a way. Hmm. Okay. Strategy and keywords. All right. So how do we feed the two JSON objects? Oh, okay. So that would be a separate message. Okay.
That will be the output, yeah?
No, I'm trying to give it the input. But titles, so I think this I would have to do like this. Not really
Yeah.
sure. There's a way, if lang chain, escape, curly braces. Ah, it can be escaped like this. Okay, yeah. Double curly braces. All right, yeah, cool. All right, so then we give it the strategy, which we generated from earlier, which would be this, and feed that in there. And then we give it the keywords, also from earlier, and feed that in. And let's see what the output is like. I don't know if we need to fix this slash end thing. Probably do, actually. All right. Yeah, let's test it. So this prompt would be called SEO generate title.
Titles.
All right. Oh man, it went away. Where'd it go? Okay. How do I run this? Playground, generate titles. Oh, I just pasted it. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Hmm. Looks okay. Maybe we'll try it without the avoid clickbait and fluff. See if it's any better. So this one will be with clickbait and fluff and start. So output B is with clickbait and fluff.
220.
I actually prefer the one on the left.
With the fluff,
No, without the fluff.
clickbait.
No. The one where we told it to avoid clickbait and fluff.
Hmm.
It feels better. What do
Yeah.
you think? Compare top halal investment platforms globally.
Sharia and compliance stocks are
I
essentially
mean,
aligned.
also this is not like super like clickbaity, so I don't see a big difference.
I feel like the one to the left is more specific, is more precise.
Yeah,
Like it has
yeah,
more
same.
confidence. I feel output A has more confidence than B.
Yeah. Remove comparison. Okay, yeah. So I guess it's okay. Like this is probably good enough. So we just go back to here and then we feed it this. Right. Now obviously we have to fix the JSON, so this would be like this. Wait, is that still a problem? No, that's fine. All right, so we need to feed it the inputs. So strategy and keywords. How do we feed that in? Oh, that was user prompt? I thought it was system. All right. And then we add another prompt for the strategy and keywords. So here we'd say this would be an expression, strategy, and then we drag in this strategy. Probably, oh, I don't know how the string thing is gonna work. Maybe we shouldn't provide it in JSON, just like this.
There's
And
an
then,
extra bracket.
yeah, and keywords. Where are we getting keywords from? That's gonna be here. Okay, yeah. All right. I wonder if that would make any difference. Like if we just did strategy and keywords. Probably not. Why is it saying 2024? There's some overlap between some of the titles. Hmm. I don't know if we need to tell it not to overlap. Oh, do we have to commit? You know, the beauty of the Langsmith is when I defined it in Langsmith for OCR, um, it actually shows you the download, like how many times it's been used. It's hooked up to the OCR Arabic front end, so it actually pulls in the prompt from here. So the prompt is defined here, and whenever we change it, it would change the website immediately because it gets downloaded directly from here. It's centralized.
So if you
It's like
modify
a
the
it's
prompt,
like a
the
GitHub
site
for prompts.
changes?
Yeah,
So
if
it
we
changes
modify this
the
prompt, it changes
it
on
changes the
OCR
website.
Arabic. Yeah.
So it changes the GitHub and GitHub, of course,
No,
obviously.
no, no. The website makes a request to LangChain this to this website whenever it needs the prompt. So it's
Okay.
pulling it from here. You can see it has
Yeah, yeah,
243
yeah, yeah, yeah,
downloads.
yeah.
So it's downloaded 243 times the past 2 months.
Langsmith.
We should probably switch to 2.5 Flash. I think that's available now. We can do that from here as well. Like you can change the model. It's not just the prompt. You can even change the model.
So 243 downloads means visits.
Yeah. So if we go to OCR Arabic and then do a test and then change it, you'll see that bump up to 244. Yeah, there it is. So now it's 244. Pretty sick, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we can do a similar thing with this. So we can centralize our prompt experimentation and testing, and then we can even do phased rollouts. So we can roll out like a new version of the prompt, test it, see if it's okay, and then do a like a more general rollout.
All
But
from Langsmith.
yeah, yeah, from this. Cool. All right, so I think we're done with
So
this. We're
so
generating
basically Langsmith
titles.
allows you to, okay.
It's actually meant for use with LangChain, but I don't use LangChain. I never really understood how to use it,
Mhm.
actually. I've always had trouble with it. How do we output content as JSON? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, please output as JSON. Test again. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, we get the titles as an array. That's lovely. So now we can actually send them to a separate workflow that does the um, like the generation of a specific uh,
Article.
yeah, a specific post. Maybe we can feed it. What do we feed it? We would have to feed it like maybe the
The
keywords and title.
the strategy.
Probably the strategy too, yeah. Maybe the existing titles as well, so it can figure out like how to link to other articles. I mean, you can go crazy with it, right? You can go crazy. Um, all right, so that generate post titles and then queue posts and publish. So the only thing left now is figuring out like how we can do um
Timing.
we've already tested that. How we can generate an article. If we can generate an article, we're done. We should be able
Yes.
to we should be able to launch. And then obviously here we would need a Stripe payment link. Well, we need to record a demo, record demo, and Stripe payment link or landing page. Same as every time. We're close. We're almost there. Almost there. Okay, so yeah, we're just at the 1 hour mark. I think it's a good time to take a quick break and then come back and hopefully hmm. Okay. So quick break, back in 5 minutes.
Right.
All right, mate. See you in a bit.
Can't hear you, man.
Because I didn't say anything
Not
yet.
coming. Sound.
Oh, you back?
You got disconnected or something.
Now we good?
Yes. Now we're good, man.
Ready. Hmm.
I see an ice cream there.
That's right. Just chilling. Hmm. Okay. All right. So next, generating articles. I just realized one of the things we didn't really talk about was how you can generate an article in your own voice.
What?
I mean, the writing style. We didn't really talk about that.
Does it have to be in your own style? Like for the MVP at least?
I don't know. I guess that would depend on the customer,
Like
the one
the
doing the paying.
goal is, yeah, but the point is traffic get exposed. Um, it don't matter the style, I think. What matters is that people accept your whatever you're providing. So it has to be um, in a way that's kind of catchy, creates some sort of curiosity, the kind of stuff. It doesn't matter your style though.
Hmm. Maybe we can give you a slider that says how formal or how casual you want it to be.
Yeah,
Like, so let's do, all right, save new prompt. This is going to be SEO, generate. Okay. All right. So what are we going to feed it? I guess you
the
want to tell
keyword
it, yeah,
and the title.
now we need a prompt to generate a post based on the title, the relevant keywords, and actually not even relevant keywords. Maybe we just feed it all the keywords and then it figures out like which of these are relevant.
So we should feed it the title and the keywords.
Yeah, I mean it needs to know that the keywords it's trying to target, right?
Strategy too.
The what? Strategy?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the strategy is too high level.
Okay, what about the biz info?
Product, service. Why though? You want to plug it in, Yani? Is that the idea?
You want to like what I'm thinking of, like the post would be catered. Okay, so you have informative article or whatever. So it depends on the title, and then you would want to plug in the product provided by, you know, by the owner. um, kind of okay, so you're talking about مثلا halal investment, and then you go like there are the halal stocks, and this is how you differentiate them. And then later on, well, ML does this perfectly, and then you can test it through here, something like that. Like a
A
CTA.
plug. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're plugging in the product or service.
Yes, 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 yes. So it would be creatively molded in the post in the article. That it's not so obvious. I mean, it's obvious, but it's not cheesy.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So the product or service and target customer, I assume, but you don't know who the target customer is, or um,
But it kind of conveys like you get the general idea from the biz info though. Like it doesn't have to be it can be just a one liner or two liners directing you to the
so
product, to the site, to the original site.
okay. So let's just capture the information that we need to feed it. We'll pass in the post
Okay,
title keywords, maybe just the
yes.
relevant keywords, just the relevant one. We can actually filter them. Use an LLM call to filter the keywords to just the relevant ones for this post.
Okay.
Relevant ones for this post. So we'll just pass in relevant keywords and then the product or service. And then also, I don't know about strategy, like
Maybe
maybe
the strategy not so much, but
maybe strategy is
the
useful because it knows what other posts are going to like
be like it keeps
published
things relevant.
posts for linking. And then
Biz
um,
info.
for what? Yeah, which part? I already passed in product or service.
Okay, okay. So that basically takes in the biz info. Got it. Okay, so
Yeah,
we have I
and
think that's I think that's about it.
ye- yeah, probably. And I mean, interactive components, but we can do that later.
So
This would
we will
be
not for the MVP we will not add the meter, yeah? The formality meter. It won't
yeah, we
be
can do
added, will
that.
it? We will.
Yeah,
If we add it,
casual.
then we have to plug it in here too,
Yeah,
the level of
casual
formality.
formal, right, rating or something. Yeah. It would literally just be part of the prompt. Like you can say, formality rating from 1 to 5, and then just feed it in. Okay, cool. So maybe we need to mention like how many. Okay, so okay, we should probably already also allow it to research, right? Search the web somehow.
Oh, yeah, it's very important, that one.
Not sure
Numbers,
how
statistics.
we can do that.
I think there is I think I was looking yesterday at a few N8 and there are some I think search research thing. So I think I came across one that does the research for you. It
Ah,
generates
I know
yeah.
if you use OpenAI's response API, you can just specify web search preview,
Ah,
and then it knows automatically like which maybe we just have to specify it here. Type web search preview. So Langsmith web search preview. Oh, okay. Is it supported? Tool calling. Type web search to the model as you would another tool. Web search preview. Okay, maybe we don't need to define it then. Learn more. Okay, maybe we try it and see. Uh, Arguments, web search preview. No, I don't think this is how it works. So, tool settings. No
What's
tools available.
AP5?
Define a tool.
It uses AP5.
What?
No, never mind.
Oh, that aren't directly supported in the Langsmith interface. Okay. So that would be where we define this. Tools. So here we would pass in tools, web search preview. Yep. Okay. All right. I think that's it. That's all we need. So let's try it out just to see if it works. Okay. Um, what's the top news today? Let's see if it's correct. Unexpected keyword argument, presence penalty. Presence penalty? Hmm. 4.1. Maybe it only works with 4.0. Oh, it is 4.1 in this example. Hmm. Maybe it's not using the responses API. That's why. That's why it's failing. Okay. Is there a way to actually see what request is being made?
You added the web search preview in the type
Yeah.
tools.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Looks like it doesn't
What's
work.
the error again? Uh, Penalty?
Got an unexpected keyword arguments presence penalty. I mean, presence penalty is configured here, but it's just at the default value, so I don't know why this would be a problem. Guess it's probably, related to this because it was working before I defined this. Like if I remove this and then we test it again, let's see. All right, start. Oh, same thing. Weird. Uh, just hi. Weird. Okay, that's pretty weird. Let's just delete the prompt then and create a new one. Um, just go with this and then just say hi. Missing variable question. Okay, here we go. It's got the same issue. So maybe it is like, all right, so we just go with Gemini and start. Valid argument? What? Why did it suddenly stop working? This is weird.
Try a working prompt. Let's see a working prompt.
Okay. Keywords. Yeah, words. Huh. All right, so what if we just go GPT 4.1? Man, we're wasting so much time. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, all right, so let's just run it now. Start. Bro, come on. Oh, questions. Okay, yeah, just start. Okay, hello. How can I assist you? Wonderful. Now we modify this and then we add our JSON here. It's going to be tools, type, web search, preview. That's it. We're not going to change anything else. Oh, okay. Is that a problem? Oh, we have to
We're
close it.
missing one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now it's all right. Let's run it. Oh
But
no, it's not working.
does it
Okay,
need?
okay. So I guess that is clearly the problem. And then if we try again, yeah, okay. So clearly it's a problem with the tool thing. Um, Switch to provider options. Use proxy provider. What was that? Let's try again. Okay, try again. Where's this? No. Okay. All right. Okay. Not not sure there's anything we can do about that. Um,
Let's see the what do you call it? The docs,
Docs. Yeah, I mean we need the web search thing, but how are you gonna make it? Maybe you don't
the
need web
prompt.
search. Maybe
There
you just
is
make
a
stuff
link.
up.
The
Or maybe we just feed it, we use NAN and then feed it the web results. It's not going to be as good, but
can you open up the prompt again?
this one.
Yeah, the gear. Yeah, see docs. It's not adding an array. It's just straightforward.
Yeah, that's what we did.
You added. Okay.
No, we just added tools. Um, Web search preview. No, it's not it. Anyway, we don't actually need LangChain for this. We were just quickly sort of testing things out. We don't actually have to use that. We can define our own, what's it called? So we can just take the same block, duplicate it, and then generate the post here. And here we can give it a tool for searching the web. Or we can just, sort of feed it the parameter. I think you can feed it the parameter in here as well. Like max tool calls. Well, you can't add custom. That's pretty weird. Hmm. Maybe settings? Oh, you can't. Interesting. We can do a custom API call. I don't know. Like, okay, all right. It's probably not even using the responses API, so that's why we have that issue. We can make a direct API call. Yeah,
But
maybe we just
then
do a direct API call like this.
with a website, yeah, if it works, why not? But only, how would we tell it if you need it? Like, it's only when it's needed.
Yeah, yeah, it knows. It knows it will only call it when it needs it. Let me try running it now and see if it works. All right, so copy. Let's see if it works. All
I don't
right.
think there is anything positive about the news today. Oh,
Oh, okay. That was a positive news story. Interesting. Great, so it works. So you just need to
feed it to
we
the
just need to make a
article
call like
generator.
this. Yeah. Well, I'll see, first of all, let's see if there's a web search tool we can just use directly. Search. Yeah, there's SERP API.
Yeah,
Oh,
these are using it in the examples of NA10.
they're using the SERP API?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could use that. I think you need to pay them something. SERP API. Show me the pricing. Oh, dear me. Oh, 100 searches a month is free, and then it's 5,000 5,000 searches for 75 bucks. Bro, I'll just make the stupid API call. It's not that big a deal. All right. We're just gonna do the stupid call. Let's do it. I'm sure there are other SERP API providers as well. We don't have to deal with this. So here we're gonna do post uh oh, HTTP request.
That's the request.
Um OpenAI with search. Okay, that's gonna be post. All right, so it was a post to v1 slash responses. Uh, wait, it can import curl. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Straightforward.
Um, yeah, we need to feed the header, but okay. All right, so there, and then we can probably feed it, or maybe I can just hard code it. Whatever, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll create an API key now. All right, let me just move that over. It'd be great if there was a way to hide it. Well, good thing it's a long key though, so it's not easy to guess. Oops. I don't know. I don't know how much of that
Dude,
key I showed. It's super long though. Probably not enough. Not enough for you to figure it out. Let's just hope. Anyway,
Brute force.
it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. All right, so GPT 4.1 web search preview, and then we just specify the prompt inside input. Right. So OpenAI would search. I mean, you'd have to pick a title from here.
And feed it.
Um, so maybe we just have like a what is it? A JSON edit fields, yeah?
There is like an array thing, yeah, where you could loop.
Set post params. An array? No, we're not going to loop over all of them and create all of them. We just want to test that one, right? So here we would specify a title, and that's going to be maybe the first one.
Yeah,
Okay. And then what other fields did we have? Where was the where was it? Oh, there's a GPT-4o search preview. Huh, interesting. That's interesting.
that's a different one from the.
Yeah. And it does search. Wow, that's nice. That's very convenient.
So, but is it
So
available in?
let's find out. So we just duplicate it and then see if we can set that model.
I think it's. I think you passed it.
Yeah, there it is. Search preview.
No, بعد.
What's a positive news story from Algeria today?
There's nothing positive, man.
You never know. Maybe you need to search and then find out. Let's test it. Bad request. JSON object. Oh yeah, okay. So you can't output JSON. Oh, nice. US based Occidental. Oh, oh, how's that positive? Boost hydrocarbon development. Okay. Are there more positive or negative news stories today from Algeria? That would be an interesting question. I don't know how it's going to search, but mix. Oh, wow. That's great news. What's the negative? Human rights concerns. Oh dear. All right. The
Yeah,
stream was suddenly
it
cut.
works. It's successful. And the black Zoom stands by the.
Okay. All right. So maybe we don't have to do the OpenAI search thing. We can just
Use
benefit.
that one.
Yeah, yeah. We'll benefit from the other one. All right. Good thing we didn't rush to pay SERP API 75 bucks. All
Well,
right.
we didn't pay
So
that much.
indeed, why would we connect? And here we would say generate post. And whoopsie daisy.
So it would directly generate the. You would change the model, yeah.
Yeah. All
JSON.
right, so we just have to come up with a prompt and feed it all of the stuff that we that we wanted to earlier. I don't have the list anymore, man. I don't know where it
Right.
went. Oh, there it is. So post title. Okay, search the web. We can do that. Post title, relevant keywords, product or service. Okay, so post title. All right, so how about we just keep it simple and tell it and generate an SEO optimized article based on the details provided. And then we give it the title. That would come from where's generate titles? Yeah. Oh, have we wired it? We have, but I lost the execution. All right, okay, no problem. So we're gonna test the workflow again, just so that we can see. All right, let's test it. Do you have a website you wanna pass in, or should I just use the same guys as every time?
None.
All right, it's pretty crazy. He's doing all that work. Oh, look at that beauty. I just love seeing that. Oh, it's checking again.
3 times.
All right.
Sweetness.
Oh, dude, it generated the post. All right, transform your home with swimming pool Bahrain experts. Luxury landscaping Bahrain. So, oh man, that just looks like they stuffed the word Bahrain in the middle of the sentence. Masterful landscape design Bahrain. They're just stuffing Bahrain in there. Or Bahrain villas. Okay. Okay. All right. Whatever. Cool. So,
The post.
bro, it made a post.
Oh my God.
Financial market overview.
What?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. All right, so in the title, we have what else was there?
We need the keywords as well.
Relevant keywords, right? We'll
Mm.
come back to keywords. So product, service, product, 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 service. This we're gonna get from here, and then published posts for linking to. All right, so that we don't have any.
So this is basically published post is the titles,
Yeah, titles of existing posts, or maybe links to existing posts.
or
Does the link
or
include the
it could
title?
be it could only be the post titles, like so that it would generate relevant content to the rest of the posts.
But it needs to link to the posts as well. So the markdown that it outputs, well, we should tell it to generate
Yeah.
SEO mark optimized article in Markdown. Desired formality, let's say 4 out of 5. And then this would just be a number that you could, I don't know if they have do they have some sort of scale or something? Scale? No? Rating? Progress bar? No, there's no such input. Okay. All right, whatever. It's hard coded here. And then later on, we can plug it into some sort of UI component. Publish posts for linking to casual formal rating, and then search the web. We've already done that. So the only thing left is relevant keywords. which, would be a separate call. So here we would have to add, like before this, we just do another call for finding relevant keywords. This kind of feels like it would be better off as a separate workflow. And I think you can define another workflow in the same, what is it? Execute sub workflow. Right, okay. So here, okay, so we just define another workflow trigger workflow. Call NAN workflow tools. Uh, yeah. Okay, so maybe it doesn't work because add another trigger when executed. Okay, all right, this is the one we want. So when executed by another workflow, we would do this. Um, yeah, that's what we would do. So this would trigger that workflow. That's what's going to happen. So this would trigger generate article, generate post, or trigger. Okay, and then here we would have generate post workflow. Okay, and then this would, oh, you can create a new sub workflow. Okay, I mean, it's not showing up there, so I guess we'll just define it here. Generate um, post. Okay, and then here we have generate post. Where did sub workflow go? Sub workflows trigger. Okay, so input schema, this would be the title, and it would be the keywords. Oh, we're just wasting time here. Totally wasting time, man. That's exactly what's happening here. Array, and then what else?
We
Uh,
could just set it on the same workflow.
I know.
Why do you have to create?
Exactly. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why am I, is this because it's the right way to do
Come
it?
on, man.
I have no idea what I'm doing, man. That's such a
Just
waste of time. It doesn't even need to be like, okay, we already have this workflow here. We have the
we
ID,
should ditch
right?
it, man. We should just create the. It can be a
Y-
long flow. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. We just ditch it. What do we need that
Yes,
crap for? What a waste of
exactly.
time. That was probably like 10 minutes right there.
Yeah, we
Unbelievable.
could have published an article in that time.
Indeed.
I'm
Generate
just kidding.
post. So, what were we doing? All right, so the idea was we wanted to get relevant posts. That's what I was trying to get at.
Filter. Want to filter the keywords.
Yeah, yeah. So, we'll we'll put this, so delete this. So this would be relevant keywords. Relevant keywords. Find relevant keywords. This will be a small model. It can be one of the mini models. Uh, GPT-4o mini. And then, so this would take Okay. All right. So let's just add JSON as well. So post params, generate post params. Okay. So here we define the post that we want to. So the title will be this. Okay. And what else do we need? I think that's it. Like, this is the only thing that we need. We'll find the relevant keywords for this title from the list of keywords provided. Return only the ones relevant to the title. And then here we would take from generate post params the title. Okay. And then the keywords, which we would feed from here. Do we need to return the array or just maybe just the keywords themselves?
Keywords?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just the
yeah.
keywords.
I don't know if Mini's gonna handle
It's a simple
it.
task.
Only the keywords relevant to the title in JSON array format. Return nothing else. Return only the keyword, only the array, and nothing else. Then keywords. Okay. All right. Yeah, sounds right. So that would be system, and then we'll just have a user prompt for that. Okay. Output content is JSON. Yeah, I'm curious to see if this will work. Beautiful. That's it. So these are relevant to the title, which was, what was the title? Transform your home with swimming pool Bahrain experts. It got all the, okay, I mean, it got
Swimming
landscaping
pool stuff.
too. It got like landscaping in there. But I guess maybe it's okay. What if we went with 4.0, like the Big Brother? What if the Big Brother got involved? Where is he? My man 4.0. There you are. Let's test it with the Big Brother. Okay, I mean
Oh,
now he knows what he's doing. Now he knows what he's doing. All right. Very nice. Cool. So find relevant keywords and then generate posts based off the relevant keywords. So now we got everything we need for this guy. We just need to go back and we
can you
say,
check the
all right,
list again?
you got the title. Okay, so title now is not going to be this. We're going to reference it from this here. And then we got product or service, relevant keywords. And then we can just pass in keywords. Oops. Yeah, that would be the array. All right. Can we check what?
The list we're following in terms of post generation. The list we made that has to be present in the
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
the list articles, relevant posts,
Oh,
keywords.
the prompt? This?
Yeah, the keywords. The list of
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
this one. Okay, yeah. So post title, relevant keywords, product service, published post. We don't have that yet because we haven't published anything. Casual, formal rating, search the web, which we already have. Yeah, I think we got everything. Let's try it out. Okay. Is it crap? Better Anthony pools? Bahrain boasts several reputable companies specializing in pool construction. Bro, what are you talking about, yo? Why are they citing all these crappy companies, man? We don't want that. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Mm, mm,
The
mm.
prompt, I think we need to work on with the prompt a little bit.
Okay. Um, do not link to competitors? Is that, I mean, what do we do? We just tell it, don't
I
talk
mean,
about,
we should tell it that this is like our goal from the article too. Like, why do we need this article?
okay, all right. I think we need
Like,
some
boost
some
our
help.
business, expose our business, or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Help me improve this prompt, which I will use to generate an SEO optimized article for a client that wants to start ranking for the search terms that are provided inside the prompt. We need to make sure that we don't promote the work of competitors and focus on making it useful to the reader. Is there any other aspect you think we need to emphasize? Um, we're using a model that has access to the web and can perform searches. So keep that in mind when generating the response. Let's see. Prioritizing usefulness to read. Okay, this is beautiful. I love how it just really captures the essence of what you're going for. And create superior, more helpful Oh, bro. That's sneaky. Structure the article clearly. Integrate keywords naturally and contextually. Bro, maybe we can get it to plug in, the product or service in like a bit of an indirect way.
We have to, my man.
Bro, it'd be beautiful if you could also, just plug in like a subtle little plug for the product or the service somewhere in the article if it's relevant. Only if it's relevant. Which of course it's relevant. I mean, it's an article on the blog of the customer. So just, find a subtle little way to just sneak it in.
You a sneaky one.
What's it doing? Oh, look at that effect. Oh, wow. Bro, we're at the 2 hour mark. We were at 7 hours, so now we're at 9. We wanted to beat 10, right? That was the goal.
Yes.
We're running out of time. That's the problem. We're definitely running out of time here. Let's see if this. Oops, it broke. Just added that backslash. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's see if this is any better. Thank you. I've subtly incorporated your suggestion. Include a subtle, contextually relevant mention of the product or service somewhere in the body, positioning it as a natural solution or recommendation aligned with the reader's interest. Yep, that's exactly what I asked for. Let's see. It's super short though, huh?
Let's
It's super
let's
short.
test this one.
I was
I like
expecting a
it. It's not too long to read. Not something you would dump. Something you would read. You'd actually read.
yeah, okay. I mean, possibly. Let's do a markdown live preview and see. Oh, I need to do the stupid slash n thing. Oh, I don't? Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. Bro, why is it mentioning aggro green? Oh, it thinks we're aggro green? Is that? But why would it say companies like flogged
It also
drains?
mentions Horti Group,
What is this?
Horti.bh. Is this the
Oh
newly
wait, what the?
generated one?
Yeah.
Did you run it? Can you run it again?
Do not mention or promote competitors. What is wrong with this? Yeah, I just ran it, man. What are you talking about? Maybe it's a stupid model. It's 4.0 with search. Hmm. Maybe, yeah, we probably need to give it access to a search tool instead of using, or maybe we should try one of those Gemini ones, man. I mean, Gemini is probably better at this search stuff. Gemini. I heard really good things about 2.5 Pro, but it doesn't have search though. 2.5 Pro experimental. Okay, preview. Let's try it. I mean, it's not going to be as good because it won't have access to search, which is okay for this post because it's not using it doesn't rely on up-to-date information. But for example, like the ETF post, if it's trying to generate like
It
a
has
list of
to, yeah.
ETFs, it needs to know like what the ETFs are.
Maybe we should just tell it don't use, would be emphasizing more on not using competitors.
Oh yeah, go back to 4.0.
Yeah, that's very slow.
I mean, the writing quality is not that great.
The title, I think, mandates.
It's rubbish. The title is rubbish.
No, I think the title means it has to mention competitors.
Swimming pool Bahrain experts. Hmm. Yeah, it's not a. I mean, the title is rubbish, actually. What are we using for generating the title? 4.1. Elite SEO title generator. And then maybe lead with power. Doesn't sound overtly promotional for AI. And then doesn't sound AI generated. Maybe. Maybe something like that. Let's see. It's giving me the same rubbish. Swimming pool Bahrain experts. What does it even mean? Transfer? Oh, because the keyword. Okay. The keyword is rubbish because, like, the keyword is swimming pool Bahrain, so it feels compelled to use the entire keyword as is. So maybe we tell it drop long keywords. You can drop long keywords. You can break long keywords to maintain comprehension, comprehensibility. Break long keywords needed to maintain. Break long keywords. I
Is
don't
G
even know
number
what I'm
maybe?
doing, man. It's not breaking up. I just wanted to break the long thing. This just looks very
Mm.
unnatural. This is good. Swimming pool maintenance, but I mean here, like this just doesn't make any sense. Okay. Uh, maybe we get GPT to help out. Prompt, original prompt. And what was the
Sample
keywords
output.
input? Yeah, sample output. So
Should you not tell it which one is weird?
yeah, okay. I was gonna give it keywords as well.
Keywords.
All right. Let's go with O3. Oh, nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing, but it seemed like it knew what it was doing. Let's try it again. So come back here.
It's short, huh?
No, it's broken up. It- that's the thing with like it just does this weird
Oh,
format. The format breaks inside the GPT. Then you have to go back and fix it. Polarity filter. Project any title. Oh, okay. So that's number title rules. Okay. So title rules. One keyword use. Two, three, five. Okay. All right. Let's try it. Did it put in the JSON? I think it did. That was a different one. Okay. That was in the user. Let's see if these are any better. Bro, way better. I mean, this one is still kind of weird.
But it's not that bad, you know. It's
I
still
guess it was
okay.
trying to abide by the limit. Okay. Yeah, it's still way better. Okay. So this one, find relevant keywords. What did it find? Okay. Oh, now it's returning the whole thing. I just want return only the in JSON string array format. Example, output. Okay. Okay, nice. All right. And then, but why is it returning exactly the same thing? Yeah, just that one? That's pretty
Mm.
weird. Or the keywords I fed it. Okay. I mean, it didn't pick, I guess it's okay. It didn't pick the maintenance ones, but is it relevant to the title? What is the title again?
Design your
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with it. That's okay. All right, cool. So this one, so we went back to this and then Gemini 2.5. I mean, that was, wait, did we try this? Was it good? I kind of feel like we could probably get away with I want to compare the outputs from this and maybe search tool. Maybe do one with a search tool.
and
They
have
have
it.
they have 100 free searches, so we could probably get away with that.
Which one? SERP API.
Yeah. There's also Tavily. I've heard a lot about that. Tavily search API. Yeah. This is well known, and they're actually not that expensive. Where's pricing? Credits? Okay. Pay as you go. It's less than a cent. Okay. That sounds good. 1,000 credits for free. Let's go. I already have an account with them. Probably just use it. Should be a simple API call. Oh, but then we have to create the tool, right? Oh man, we'd have to create the tool. Okay, here's a high. Okay. see. Oh, I like that. Imagine stepping into, oh yeah.
I want my own oasis, man.
Yeah. Who wouldn't? Key considerations, family fun, relaxation, perhaps a swim up bar. Oh my God. It's gonna be, there's so many
Make it
things to
halal.
think about. Yeah, yeah, when you're making this. You can't just have it automatically publish to the web. Get all those the noob.
Ah, contact us today, man.
Yeah, it does. I love this. It doesn't have any search results though. That's probably the problem. Why is it linking to this random website? Stone
Like
content?
heat natural stone.
Does it even exist? Oh,
Yes, it
it
does.
does. Oh, interesting. Where did it get that from? It's so random.
India.
It's kind of weird how it bolds the swimming pool in Bahrain. It's like it's like it's the
Safety
AI
stuff.
generated. Is it everywhere it's mentioned? It's bolded. Why is it bolding the? Oh, it's weird, man. A weird quirk. Okay. Anyway, it's nice writing style. I'll definitely hand it that. I feel like, I didn't waste my time just reading that article. Yeah, it feels good. Like feels like it's well done.
I think we just have to factor in. Okay, so we don't know who might be using the tool, so we can't really narrow it down to say specific. Um, like for example, if a DJ wants to start a business, and then you know they supply their URL, and then you'll be generating all their content for them.
Yeah. We
So I
can't give it
don't know.
ethics,
It's
you're saying that's
yes, it's
maybe we
pretty
can.
hard. You think? Whose
Yeah.
ethics though?
Ours, of course.
Let's see. Abide to all Islamic principles.
I mean,
No, you can ask it to eliminate any dirty music.
don't be a degenerate and do not recommend things that violate general Islamic principles, but don't explicitly mention that you're trying to abide by Islamic principles. So just sort of keep it in your head without ever explicitly mentioning it.
Nice. I like that.
For example, don't recommend building a bar in
Bars.
a swimming pool. I don't know how it's gonna make that work, but let's see what it thinks. Anything. Okay. I'd be very interested to see how it's gonna frame that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Do not suggest or recommend activities, services, or features that could conflict with general ethical standards or cultural sensibilities. Bro, I love that phrasing. Beautiful. Okay, okay, all right. So coming back to this, we're gonna say Year number 7. This is number 6. Oops. Okay. Lovely. All right. I don't think we're gonna see that come up anywhere anyway. But okay, so Tavily, let's go. No thanks. API Playground. Okay. Top halal ETFs. Max results. Let's do yeah, okay, 5. Oh, wait. No way. So am I supposed to extract the information? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Wait, what about can it do perplexity? Perplexity should be able to find the answer. Oh, extract, you put in a URL? That's stupid. Raw? Oh man. It's gonna give me the results, and then I have to parse the pages inside the results and then find the answer? Whoa, look who's the first result. It was beautiful.
Look who's the first result, my man. Yeah. Check out
I'll
the
just
score.
90. And then this one is very close by, the dollar bureau.
Uh,
Yeah, it's 87. I think that's relevance, like the score. Yeah, but I mean, we're not gonna. Okay, I mean,
this
it
is
gets the
rubbish.
content, so maybe you can parse the
It's
snippets, but no, man, no,
no, it's rubbish, man.
we don't need this.
You don't
But
want to.
Perplexity API. What is the API? Sonar by Perplexity. Oh, they have their own model. Oh, they have their own stupid model. So that, oh, man, why can't they just? Okay, so if they have their own model, then maybe we can just call it. Uh, okay. Let me start by recalling what halal ETFs are. Yeah, pretty good. This is broken. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I mean the results are decent. They don't have all of them though. So, how are you supposed to use this? Start building. Navigate to your API group. Fill out group name. Generate an API key, and then make a call. Oh, okay. So you just ask it the question. I think it's available on. Oh, bro, we're at the 2.5 hour mark. Okay, maybe this would be like a separate tool. Does Open Router have access to Sonar? Let's see. Oh, lovely. Perplexity
Oh,
Sonar. Sonar
you
Pro. So we could just ask it. But what are you asking?
generate an article for this specific blog post.
No, no, wait, what? We tell it to generate the article? Maybe it's not good at writing
Yeah.
articles. It's just good at searching. So find
Research
uh
this data.
research any information that might be relevant to an article on, and then we just feed the title. So this is research, perplexity research. So we just wire that in, and then find web resource references.
Perplexity.
And yeah, So I think yeah, so let's kill that. And then we'll just add it as a, so find web references. It's going to search if there's anything relevant to an article on, and then just feed it the title. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. What is it? What? What does that even mean? It's not available?
Okay, what if
Yeah.
we change the prompt? We use the model 4.0 search preview just to generate material, like just to research a topic, and then feed it to 4.0 to generate an article.
Ah,
But
I
we
see
don't
what
do
you're
it in the
saying.
same step.
Oh, it's not a bad idea. Let's see if that works. Oh, it's going ahead and writing the whole bloody thing. Well, not really though. Shaded areas, cooling features. Okay, I mean it's got some good points there. Let's see. Um, so if we want to shaded areas, design trends. Okay. I mean it went ahead and like wrote the whole thing. Okay.
What if we feed this one to the article generation
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a
and
good
see
point.
if it removes any competition,
Yep.
any
That's a
competitive
great idea.
information?
All right, let's try that. So we're gonna tell it what's going on. Why is it not? Do I have to run the whole thing again? Oh, it's not connected. Of course. Okay, so here, um, article details, and then we gotta feed it the keywords. Well, we fed it the keywords before. All right, but it lost the keywords. Okay, 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 okay. All right, we want just the relevant keywords. Find relevant keywords, and then we're just gonna feed it that. Okay. All right. And then here we need to say, wait, actually, when we generate post params, we can set the formality rating. Formality, and this would be a number, and then that would be 4. So now we can go back here, and then we can just map the formality rating. This, okay, and then just drop that. Okay. Right. So now we need to feed it the potentially relevant information from the web, collected from the web. Maybe it's useful, maybe it's not, we don't know. Um, but you're welcome to use it if you like. Oh no, wait. Find relevant keywords. Okay. And then run this, and then take that in to this guy here. Okay. Content, just put that in. And then here we can pick whatever we like. So we mention, okay, maybe we can ask it, okay, use the provided web content as needed to ensure up-to-date and accurate content.
But tell them to make sure not to mention competition.
It's already there.
Do not, yeah.
Let's see. think we need to stop the stream before we use up the we only have a half hour left, man. We need to cut the stream.
That's
Okay, as soon
cheating.
as we generate the post, if the post is good, that's it.
They were done.
Yeah, we're done. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. We need to cut this stream ASAP. I don't know what the thing is with the disclaimer at the bottom. Okay, it's still imagining stepping into your private oasis. All right. The
Mhm.
Ministry of Works has specific guidelines. Okay, I like that. I like that. Looks nice. I don't see any mention of competitors. And then equipment checks. All right. Maintenance. I don't know what the thing is with the bolding. Like that's a bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah.
I like that plug there at the bottom. That looks very nice.
I think this is a spot on.
It's beautiful. It doesn't do any image
Yeah, it is.
generation. I think that's something we'll need to work on. But
Mm.
it's a good structure. I like it. Oh, I love
It's
it.
pretty
Okay.
good.
Very nice. Very nice. I think that's definitely a win. We got a whole flow that takes a website, generates a
And
strategy, comes up with
keywords,
titles, and then generates a post.
the best possible
I
post.
mean, this is quite impressive. It's quite impressive, if I do say so myself. All right, folks, adios. We'll see you in the next one. Just a half hour left, and hopefully we'll be able to beat the last